Yo, so I just realized I've been absolutely throwing money at ChatGPT. Like, a whole year. And I'm checking my bills. $2,400. That's insane, right? Then I switched to Claude, and guess what? The same work, the same results. $200 a year. We're talking 91.7% less money. And honestly, I'm kind of mad nobody told me this sooner. So today I'm breaking down exactly how to do this. And spoiler alert, you're probably overpaying too. All right, let me hit you with the numbers. Here's what these models actually cost right now in 2026. ChatGPT, 3 cents for input, 6 cents for output, per 1,000 tokens. So like, every time you ask it something, you're basically paying pocket change, but it adds up. Claude, look at this. 0.008 cents input, 0.024 output. That's 4 times cheaper, straight up. And if you really want to go budget mode, DeepSeek's sitting there with basically nothing. Like, you're basically not paying anything. But here's the thing that actually matters. Most companies aren't realizing this yet. They're still locked in with OpenAI. But Anthropic, that's Claude's company, they've been watching their enterprise adoption go up while everyone else stagnates. This tells you something. The smart money's moving. Let me show you what this actually looks like in real situations. I write code for a living sometimes. So I asked Claude to write me a Python script. Nothing fancy. Maybe 2,500 tokens in, 1,200 out. With ChatGPT, that's 14 cents. With Claude, that's basically 5 cents. Not world-changing, right? But here's where it gets interesting. I do this probably 20 times a week. Do the math. That's a difference of about $100 just on code generation. You ever get a 50-page contract you need to understand but don't have 6 hours? Yeah, me too. So, I throw it at Claude. 50,000 tokens of boring legal stuff. Get back 2,000 tokens of here's what matters. ChatGPT charges me like $1.60, Claude charges me 45 cents. Same result. Claude just doesn't overcharge. And honestly, Claude's summaries are actually better, more accurate. So you're saving money and getting better output. That's the move. Last example, let's say you're running a social media thing, and you need like 60 captions for products. ChatGPT, 36 cents. Claude, bang, 10 cents. Times that by your whole year, you're suddenly talking hundreds of dollars just from switching. And I'm not saying Claude's way smarter or anything. For repetitive stuff like this, both do the job. But why overpay? Here's the thing. You don't need to pick one winner and marry it forever. You need the right tool for the right job. Writing code? Claude's your guy. It just gets it better. Analyzing images? GPT? Not even close. Quick answers? DeepSeek will handle it for like nothing. Long documents? Claude's got that crazy context window. If you're smart about it, you're using maybe 40% Claude, 30% DeepSeek, 20% GPT, and 10% whatever else. You're saving money and getting better results. Weird how that works? Okay, if you're running a team, listen up. Scenario: 5 people, all using ChatGPT Pro. That's $100 a month, $1,200 a year, per person. Now switch to smart API usage. Same team, maybe $400 a month total. You're saving like $3,600 just by being smart about it. The way you do this is you get shared API access with proper quotas. Not everyone buying their own subscription. You're pooling resources. But here's the secret sauce. If you're willing to let some of your work be delayed a couple hours, you can use batch processing and cut your costs in half again. So you went from $1,200 per person per year to like $400. You just saved thousands. You're welcome. But honestly, the real power move is monitoring. Set up alerts for your API costs. Watch them go down as you optimize. Like, I will choose the third-party API platform. Like 2 APIs, what I like about it is not just the price, it's flexibility. One API with all the model. GPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, and more. Same format, OpenAI compatible. No subscription, pay per use. Most people never even look at their bill. They just pay and move on. Spend like an hour one Saturday understanding what you're actually using, what you can switch, and what's a waste. That hour will save you thousands. Real quick, I'm not saying everyone should switch off ChatGPT. I'm not ChatGPT hater or whatever. But if your entire operation is locked into one API, you're taking a risk and you're definitely overpaying. The smart move, the actually smart move, is diversify. Also, one more thing. We're in this weird moment where the AI market's actually getting competitive. OpenAI doesn't have the moat they used to. Anthropic's good. DeepSeek came out of nowhere and is legit terrifying to the US companies, which means prices are gonna keep dropping, features are gonna keep improving, and if you've got a flexible setup, you benefit from that. If you're locked in, you just get whatever OpenAI decides to give you, and you pay whatever they charge. That's the play. Don't be locked in. That's the whole thing. If this helped you at all, smash that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and throw a comment down, what's the dumbest amount of money you've accidentally spent on AI APIs? I bet some of you got stories. I'm Henry Aaron. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay smart about your cash.